guys, and welcome back to my channel.
Turn on for the watch, Prezi plain Jane. Yeah, Lamborghini Jane, rest in peace to my superior.
So today's video is going to be a little more serious. I know I've done like a lot of joking videos, but this one is going to be serious, and this is about how my weight loss journey changed when I changed my lifestyle to veganism. So I started my weight loss journey in January of last year. So January 2017, it was like my New Year's resolution or whatever, and I was set on eating very clean. I was calorie restricting on MyFitnessPal. I talked a lot about this in my previous video about losing weight, but basically I would track all my calories on MyFitnessPal. I would eat very lean meat. Basically my meals consisted for breakfast of a cup of egg whites and like 3 turkey sausages. For lunch I would have chicken breast. For dinner I would have salmon. Basically I would have meat, animal products with every single meal that I would have, which led me to lose weight because I was calorie restricting, but it made me very run down. I didn't feel energetic. I was also not looking the best. I was losing weight, so I was like slimming down, but my stomach and I still, like in my face and my stomach and even my arms, I looked very bloated and puffy. That's like a good way to describe it. So then about August, I started to cut down and focus more on being vegan. And I wasn't like fully vegan. I don't want to say that I was fully vegan in August because I wasn't. I would eat 80% vegan, and then I would have to eat some animal products at some point of my life because I was playing softball and I was kind of restricted on what I would eat because it would either be a sandwich in between games or I wouldn't eat. I would have to eat the sandwich in order to like have a meal that day, if that makes any sense. So I was almost 100% vegan, but not close in the sense that I would eat meat and animal products when I would have to, and then when I was able to eat vegan, I would. So this led me to slim down in my stomach, and I was feeling a lot better about myself, but whenever I would eat meat, animal products, my stomach would hurt. I wouldn't feel good. I would actually feel so sick and kind of disgusting after I would eat that stuff. So come January, which is when I would say that I fully started being vegan. It's when I moved. I stopped playing softball at this time. I was in a climate and a place in my life that I was ready to fully commit to it, and I noticed a lot of changes, and this is where this video is going to be heading. What happened when I started being vegan while I was losing weight. So I started to first notice that bloating went down tremendously. Once I started being fully vegan, I noticed that my waist started to going in and then my hips would go out. So instead of being like straight, it would start to curve, which was good in the sense that I was starting to look better and look the way that I wanted to look and be like my goal, if that's what you want to call it. And then I also noticed that I was a lot more energetic. I would want to go to the gym every day. I would want to go out and I would want to go outside. I wouldn't want to stay inside all the time and just go on my phone like I would want to, because I would be so tired when I was eating meat. I noticed that my bloating went down. I was clear-headed. You feel very foggy when you eat meat. I don't know. For me personally, I first of all felt sick. I felt run down, and the only word that I have like to fully describe it is just being tired all the time. I was very tired. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to really focus on my weight loss. And then as I became vegan, I was like, wow, I can actually do more than just restrict my calories, and I can actually eat more, which is another thing that I learned when I was being vegan. You can eat so much more and lose weight. I don't know if I told you guys this in like my previous videos, but I eat around like 2,500 calories a day, which is above average. I believe like the average is like 2,200, but like I do eat a lot of more calories than I was when I was calorie restricting. When I was calorie restricting, I was eating about 1,400 calories a day, which is not close to anything that you're supposed to be eating. That's way less. really don't recommend that, but that was the only way that I could lose weight while still eating animal products. In my mind, that's what I thought. And then once I transformed into veganism, I learned that I could have way bigger meals. I could eat when I was hungry. I didn't have to drink water to suppress my appetite. I didn't have to starve myself to lose weight. In fact, I would eat more and then I would still lose weight and look better. I also noticed that my skin cleared up. I know I went on Accutane for my skin in January. I believe I started in January, February, that time of like the year, and then it was 6 months period and my acne started to come back a little bit, but then it started to clear up again. And I know that some of you guys may be saying like, oh, maybe your acne is clear because of Accutane, and I do believe that. It's very intense medication. It did help my skin. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it didn't help my skin. Veganism cleared my skin. But I did notice that my skin is very glowy and smooth, and it just, I can't tell you guys this enough. Veganism really, 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 truly does wonders to your skin and your mind and your soul, and it makes you a happier person. A lot of people think that when you're trying to gain muscle and you're vegan, it's going to be very hard. They're like, how can you get protein when you're vegan? I don't get a lot of protein. I have hemp protein sometimes in my smoothies, which is a plant-based protein from the hemp plant. I do eat a lot of vegetables and nuts, which do have a lot of protein in them. But no, I do not have the same consumption of protein as I did when I was eating meat and everything. I still am gaining muscle. It's not like you can't gain muscle without protein. You do need protein in some sense, but you do not need as much protein as everyone says you need. You don't need 100 grams of protein a day. That's just too much. Your body doesn't need it. Your body's gonna be getting too much protein and it's gonna be trying to get rid of it. I do not eat as much protein as I did before, but I'm still gaining weight in muscle mass, and I am still like weightlifting, and I don't have a problem with getting enough protein, feeling run down after a workout. After a workout, I like to have a smoothie with hemp protein. That does get a little bit of protein, or I have some cauliflower, potatoes. Honestly, potatoes, rice, beans, they are very filling. They have a lot of protein in them, and that's where I get most of my sources of protein. And again, like I said, I don't reach the amount that I did, which I was getting like 100 grams of protein a day. Way too much. I did not need that much. I'm getting like 20 grams of protein a day, and yes, I'm still here. I'm still feeling great. In fact, I feel better than I did when I was eating 100 grams of protein. You do not need that much protein. Also, people think that being vegan is very expensive. I'd like to clear up that rumor or whatever. Being vegan is not expensive. It's expensive if you buy the vegan versions of things, like vegan cream cheese, vegan sour cream, vegan milk, vegan crackers, like everything that's not vegan that people made vegan. That's expensive. It's not expensive to buy a pound of potatoes. It's not expensive to buy a couple cans of beans. It's not expensive to buy a head of cauliflower. It's expensive when you buy the processed versions of vegan food, which a lot of people don't understand. And anyway, that's my dog. Anyway, that's not like the healthiest foods to be eating when you're vegan. Even when you're not vegan, processed foods aren't good for you. I like to focus on eating food that was brought from the ground. Nobody's touched it, nobody's put any preservatives, hormones. I don't know what's in my food when I'm eating something that's processed, so I try to restrict that a lot, and I feel a lot better than I have in the past. So that's just what I wanted to talk about in this video, and if you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to comment down below, because I love reading comments, questions, anything. I love helping you guys. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you never miss another video. Come here. Ooh. Say hey. Okay.